Hey there. Wherever you may be, a big welcome from my heart to yours. I'm showing up this morning to share with you a bit of an unfolding from a question that came to me in Radical Self-Care Roadmap, which is a program I offer a few times each year. And the question is around something that I sort of loosely laid out, and that was that when we are in the state of go, 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 being a go-getter, being very focused and intentional, we run the risk of the wisdom aspects of ourselves going pretty quiet. In other words, we're not able to access that deep and rich wisdom to the same degree. Now, I say run the risk. It's not either or, but it does require a consciousness for us to continue to maintain the wisdom aspects of ourselves when we are on high drive. So to take a step back, I want to just speak briefly about the relaxation response and the stress response, as this is the basis of all of the work that I do, whether you come on retreat with me or do Pilgrim or Radical Self-Care Roadmap or coaching. It's what I live, and it's what I've learned to turn to through both the ancient yogic teachings and also through modern science. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you now is not woo-woo. This is bound and founded in the science that's available to us now. And we essentially have these two nervous systems. We often learned about them back in the day as parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. I'm going to take it just a little bit deeper than that and speak to them in terms of the relaxation response, which is neocortex function, and stress response, which is limbic system response. So we are living largely in a world that loves to have a lot of energy and a lot of fire and a lot of productivity. Go west, young man, get her done, get out there, set your goals, set this world on fire, make an impact, leave a legacy, all those things. And that's lovely, and it's only part of the whole. And if you wonder at all if that's true, look at how we have a multi-billion-dollar Starbucks industry, really, a coffee industry that's consistently invoking us. When our bodies start to settle into relaxation response, we are artificially throwing ourselves back into stress response. We do it with caffeine, we do it with Starbucks, we do it with super high intensity exercise and regular bouts of it. We do it with goal setting. We do it with burning the candle at both ends. We do it with Red Bull and energy drinks and all these sorts of things. So that's great. And that allows for us to have strong and intentional focus when we need to fight, flee, fornicate, freeze, feed, or fawn. Those are the essential qualities and ways in which that we find ourselves settling into the stress response as a default. Now, the other side of that is the neocortex, and that's relaxation response. Without getting into a lot of it, all I'm going to say is when we're operating from the relaxation response, that is where and when we are essentially able to tap into possibility, potential, creative problem solving, connection, where we can see ourselves in others, we can be compassionate, we can be empathetic, etc., etc. That is not a place of being driven. That is a place of being transparent. We're not penetrating, we're being transparent, and we are interconnected with all that is around us. So, that being said, when I said, to those of you who heard me say it, when I said that when we're in the go, 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 the wisdom part of ourselves shut down, what I'm here to say is that when we go and drive ourselves to live consistently and constantly and excessively in and from that place of the stress response, there is no tapping into the intuitive. There is no deep connection to our inner knowing. We become disconnected from the planet. We become disconnected from the rhythms of nature. We become disconnected from the moon. We become disconnected from our own circadian and circadian rhythms within our own bodies. So my offering is that if you want to cultivate intuition, if you want to be able to recognize within yourself wisdom, intuition, responsiveness, and high truth, you want to do that from that place. You want to do it from that place where you're operating from relaxation response. That's key. So how do we do it? We do it through the five senses. We do it through our connection to the ambient world. We do it through our connection to meditative states. We do it by being in connection to eating naturally, eating in alignment with the seasons. We do it by being in connection to natural fibers, touching our skin, natural products that we clean with, natural perfumes. Right? Anything that's natural and part and parcel of nature is going to keep us in connection to the relaxation response. So then what you find is that you are able to go out there and get things done and then default more frequently to the relaxation response. And the reason this is so imperative and so important is because if we live in the stress response, we will exhaust ourselves, we will wipe ourselves out, we will deplete ourselves. And it is from the relaxation response, when we're there and cultivate that we are able to find that fine and sweet balance. I promise you, your body's gonna go stress response when it needs to. If you need to fight or flight or fight or flee or freeze or fornicate or feed, right? Your body's gonna know, and it's gonna go there. So I just want to offer that to you, remind you of this magic, remind you of this wisdom, and my hope is that you're able to glean something from this and continue to cultivate the deep wisdom from within. So sending you so much love, have a glorious day, and over and out, over and up. See you on the inside.